Hey guys, I'm Ross with Fires TV. Me and a couple friends have prepared a couple videos for you to talk about what Easter is really all about. So sit back and we hope you enjoy.
All right, guys. So I've asked you all here today to talk to you about Easter. As you know, Easter's coming up right around the corner, though we don't know the exact date because it changes every single year. Anyways, Easter is really flagging behind Christmas, underperforming, missing every target. So I'm looking for someone who can take over running the program. Someone who thinks they have some fresh ideas that can raise the bar a bit, give it a facelift, make it something people can really get behind.
Well, I don't actually know why you invited anybody else here today because I'm clearly the best person for the job and I'm happy to take on the opportunity.
Well, this is definitely not clear-cut, babe. You see, your face is forgettable. And nobody even really knows what the Easter Bunny looks like, babe.
Lucky them.
But me. Look at me. My face is on every chapel ceiling, every box of chocolates. Plus, we can also market my new line of loincloths. I've got an example.
Oh, no. No.
Have you seen Chicken Run? You know those things don't actually do anything, right? Except to add some juicy meat to the barbecue.
I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy.
I, on the other hand, have fully operational wings and magic. So, put me in charge and you'll guarantee your Easter Day delivery window.
Are you the tooth fairy? I mean, why are you even here?
Yeah, I'm really done with the whole rock up a couple times in your life when you lose a tooth thing. I'm really trying to drill into the holiday market. It's time to gain some international regular traction. These days, people are looking for something fresh. So I say, as a bit of a PR stunt, rinse out, one might say, we'll offer free new teeth to make up for all those people lost from Easter chocolate binging in previous years. That should put a smile on everyone's face.
No, babe, no.
Do chicken even have teeth? I mean, we're going off topic here, guys. There's only two things people care about when it comes to Easter. One, how much chocolate they're gonna get, and two,
How do you eat yours?
Alone in a castle built of teeth.
Tooth Fairy, I admire your fresh new perspective. However, that comes with loads of logistical issues and dental work, which, let's be honest, no one's gonna sign up for that. Chicken, I'm sorry, but you just don't have the upfront experience. I'm leaning towards Easter Bunny. Although I do think you might want to work on your image a little bit.
But babes, you haven't even heard the best part of my pitch yet. Easter songs, it's a whole new market. No. It's Easter time, and there's no need to be afraid.
No!
Rocking around the Easter egg, have a happy...
Okay, excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt. You all seem a bit lost. You're trying to make Easter more exciting or relatable to the world, but at the moment you kind of settled up bribery, whether that's with teeth or chocolate, which, let's face it, has kind of been done. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about chocolate, but Easter has so much more to offer. I actually found this while I was browsing through the internet the other day, and what it talks about, this is what the world needs.
What's the deal with Easter? No, really, what's the point? With rabbits, chicks, and leaping lambs, doesn't it all seem out of joint? Christmas has it wrapped up with Santa and his maids, and they've nailed down the 25th. They don't shift around their dates. You know what you're getting with Christmas, those cozy festive nights, but not much changes around Easter. There's no pretty fairy lights. You don't get a nice nativity, there aren't really Easter hits. No shopping frenzy or Easter trees. Kind of feels like it's missing some key bits. Then alongside these baby animals, there's also a magic bunny. But does he really take eggs all the way around the world or just save them all up for his tummy? It all seems a little confusing, right? Have you figured out what's going on? And if we told you it's based on someone's death, doesn't that celebration just seem kind of wrong?
Well, here's the thing. There may be a death, but it's all about what happened next. The person they killed didn't stay in the grave. He was gone when his friends went to check. Risen again? What does that mean, and how can that even be? Well, this person was God as well as a man, and this event changed all history. But let's start right at the beginning with the good old nativity. That little baby who was born in a stall grew up and lived his life perfectly. He healed the sick, he fed the poor, showed compassion to those in pain. But the people in charge were scared of his power and wanted to put an end to his fame. So they tortured him, they murdered him, they hung him on a cross. And right then, when he was dying, to the world it looked like the ultimate loss. But God had known that this day would come. It was even part of his plan. To rescue the world from their sin and despair, it would only take this one man.
You see, man was lost, away from God, like sheep who'd gone astray. When Adam and Eve ate the fruit, their perfect world began to give way. They chose to turn their backs on God and tried to do life on their own. But separation from God would cost the world, so from there the cracks started to grow. Brokenness, selfishness, hurt, and shame spread like a virus into the earth. We see people in pain, unsure who they are, and struggling with self-worth. When all along they were made by God to be his children who he adores. If only we knew the depth of his love. It's unconditional, not defined by our flaws.
Well, God didn't want to leave things that way. We're too precious in his sight. So he sent his son to earth as a sacrifice to make wrongs right. Jesus, he came to rescue us. He's our Savior from above, given up by his Father as the ultimate act of love. The cross, it was the turning point, the finish line, the end. The point at which for our sinful ways, Jesus would make amends. As he took the punishment and suffered in our place, he opened up our lives to be filled with God's love and abounding grace. Our shame and our pain was buried as he went to the grave. And in its place, freedom, joy, and a new life were the gifts that he gave. As he rose again, he came back to life, defeated death on that third day. Our lives were given a fresh new start, a chance for the past to be washed away.
So what does that mean for today, and how does this link to the bunnies? Well, Easter is all about new life and freedom from our pain and our worries. In choosing to trust and follow him, he gives us a fresh start at life, peace from God and power from on high to deal with the world's pain and our everyday strife. So maybe there is something to Easter. Maybe there's even something in it for you. This Easter, realize there's always hope. It doesn't matter what you've done or still do. Fresh starts and new beginnings are what Easter's all about. So don't feel like you're stuck feeling broken, because with Jesus there's always hope and a way out.
So there we have it. The real message of Easter is a promise of hope. I wonder how much you've thought about our need for hope before. In epic films, it's always the absence of hope that brings the lowest part of the story. The most desperate times when we hear the characters say, "All hope is lost, we're doomed," or "There's no way out." Perhaps many of us have felt like this before, and maybe you have a friend who's gotten to a point where they feel like they can't see a way out of a situation. But the promise of Easter is that there's always hope. It's a gift available from God who wants to be with you as you walk through all life's highs and lows. So this Easter, whether you're a hole-in-one kind of cream egg eater or eat the middle bit first, remember that the real gift for you this Easter is hope. If you want, take a moment now and consider what the Easter story is and the hope it means for you. Have a happy Easter.